Wait, isn't he a tattoo artist?
I'm Joe Kilmeister, the Tattoo Clown. I'm a tattoo artist, professional wrestler, and sideshow performer. Yeah, ever since I was a kid, loved tattoos. Started drawing at a young age. My mom and a few of my uncles are actually really heavy into art, so it runs in the family. So I had a few shitty jobs along the way because, you know, you gotta still live. So I worked as a dishwasher. That was probably the shittiest job I ever had. Worked in a few warehouses. And then one day, when I was tattooing and working in a warehouse job, I was like, I can't do this anymore. But everything else was on my legs or under t-shirt. Like everything was just not visible. So what I did was I decided I'm gonna be a tattoo artist 100%. So in a matter of 3 days, I tattooed my neck, my hands, and my face. And I was like, I'm doing this, or I'm fucked. And after that, I decided I looked ridiculous with just my hands tattooed. So I started working on, you know, the rest of my body, and pushed really hard into getting into a tattoo shop, and finally did, and worked my way up to be making a career out of it. Any teacher asked me, you know, what are you gonna do? What are your plans for after school? Every time I said, you're gonna buy my action figure because I'm gonna be a professional wrestler. Started out as a cowboy, actually. So if you can imagine a cross between Zach Wilde and Vinnie Paul from Hell Yeah, that was my character. It was cool, but it just didn't feel like it was me, you know, when people, you know, directed at me. I just didn't feel right. It felt weird. So I took a year off of doing shows and decided to just train and think about what I really wanted to do, and decided to become a sideshow character. I came up with the name Sideshow Joe. You know, I've always been a fan of Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses, and I've always been a big Insane Clown Posse fan, so the whole clown thing just kind of fit. So then Six Flags found me and thought I was a creepy actor and asked me to act in their scare park, and I agreed, and they paid me well, and they decided to put me in. They had a bunch of different houses with different themes, and the house they decided to put me in was the clown house, and they wanted me to be the leader of the clown house. I was on the main stage. People had to walk by me more than once, and I got to really mess with people, and it was a lot of fun. I even made a girl pee, scared her so bad. I just really got into character, really let loose, and then I took some video of me scaring people as a clown, and I showed it to my friends in the wrestling academy, and they were like, bro, you need to do this all the time. So I fucking stole my costume from Six Flags and wrestled my next show. I introduced Joe Kilmeister the Clown, which I had already wrestled quite a few times as Joe Kilmeister the sideshow guy, but I didn't paint my face like the clown. I had contacts and the split tongue and a really crazy onesie. I brought my costume back and asked the costume designer if she could make me one, and she was nice enough to, even though I got in trouble for stealing it. Everyone who's seen the cowboy before and the clown after were just like, bro, this is way more you, and it is. I pulled off the sideshow clown so well that I worked a wrestling event with actual sideshow freaks there, and they thought I was so good, they asked me if I wanted a job in their sideshow, and I said, fuck yeah. And they said I needed to be a strong man. So I contacted Dennis Rogers, the world's strongest man, the last grandmaster strongman living. Now I can bend horseshoes, I can hammer nails through wood with just my fist, I can roll up frying pans, stick my tongue in rat traps, stick my hand in animal traps. And then the big show came. Ozfest, Not Fest. Even though I'm new to the sideshow, I've been doing this for quite a few years. So when I went to Ozfest, Not Fest with this huge group of performers, working with them, people were recognizing me. Kilmeister! Oh! That in front of the people I was working for, they were mind blown. They're like, this motherfucker, he's never even done this, and look at him killing it. People already know who he is. So then I killed it so hard at Ozfest, Not Fest, that I decided they were like, dude, you should move to LA. And that was actually a dream of mine ever since I was young. Now that I live here, I'm able to take more gigs, doing side shows, so the side show's really starting to take off. Stay tuned, you might see me getting famous on TV.